Which team up in Marvel Rivals Season 5 is the strongest? Well, I found out by stacking 2 teams of nothing but their team up partners in a free fight mode to avoid the hero restrictions in order to find out. What transpired was some of the most engaging games of Marvel Rivals I have ever seen, including clutch saves, rage quits, and even some cheating allegations that you'll just have to wait to the end of the video to see. I like to make the videos interactive, so post in the comments which team up you think will win, and let's start round 1 off with Chilling Assault with Iron Fist and Luna Snow versus Deep Wrath with Namor and Hela. 3 K-pop stars and their boyfriends versus the Goth Kids. This is going to be interesting because Namor actually has a little bit of anti-heal with him, and obviously Hela can punch out some dabblage. Here we go. Jumping in. This is going to be tough because Namor does have a very favorable matchup, but Fire Falcon easily cleans out one of them without issue. Luna's trying to keep them alive, but it's very hard to land those shots. Ooh, Luna takes down one of the Helas. Neither team has been able to fully cap. It is slowly going the way of the Chilling Assault. And they do, in fact, get the cap. Struggling. Taking big hits here as Fire Falcon cleans out another. Funny Bones goes down here again. Whale comes down, grabs one. Hurricane. Yet again getting cleared out as these Iron Fists seeming to have no issue. Coming in here. Another bites the dust as Fire Falcon is cleaning out one by one. Trying to get to the zone here. One of the Helas trying to back cap. Getting a stun off, but it does not matter. Easily. Fire Falcon looking to see what... Oh, what a freeze out of the Luna right there. Big damage. Big damage as Fire Falcon goes down. That is a potential opening. Existence popping down the ults. All right, Deep Wrath has control of the zone. Bubbo in the back alleys here, not where he wants to be. He takes a big hit and goes down. All have an ult, and they're having such a hard time dealing with the Iron Fists that are just diving them directly as they keep going down. The ult comes down to try to get a hit. It lands it, but it's not enough. It's not enough. The overtime is still going, though. Overtime is still going as Moonlight's still left on the point. Goes down here. Funny Bones now jumps onto the point. Immediately goes down, and that is it. Chilling Assault, way too much health. This round shows us that one key part of what makes a team up viable are the contributors. Even though Deep Wrath is a very strong team up, its 2 component heroes are just not as powerful as one Luna Snow. Chilling Assault is out. So now, how about a match between 2 of the newer team ups? Sword of Duality versus Explosive Entanglement. Gambit's making his first debut in our 6-stack tournaments. Cloak and Dagger definitely got the healing. Thane immediately has ult, as does Shook Artist. Can he get anything with it is the question. He's opening fire. He gets one, just one, but that could be potentially all he needed. One of the supports goes down. Rokar pops out the ult, dropping into the backline and opening fire. Wow! Guarda does have ult, as does Zealous, as they're popping down their team up here, trying to get some damage in to finish out the last of the Hawkeyes. Hawkeye is able to get a kill before he goes down. Billy pops down the ult. Explosive Entanglement yet to get another capture on this zone as more of Team Gambit continues to fall one by one. Silva goes down, Guarda goes down. 5% left, 5% left. It's now or never. Rushing to the zone, they are able to get the overtime. Gamer pops down the ult. The shield blocking most of it, but it can't block all of it as he opens fire, grabs up one of the tanks. A second one. A third. What? Wow. Hawkeye putting in some big work here. Holy cow. Explosive Entanglement loses their first zone. Definitely giving them a fight for it. Ult comes down from Shook Artist. Huge damage coming in. Oh, barely lives it. Shook Artist does go down. Guarda going to counter. Oh, buckets. Okay, Rokarp's in position here, trying to see if he can get some kills in. Does have an ult. Pops the ult from behind. Gets the vulnerable off. Good damage. Actually able to grab a kill. Shooked Artist and Rokar both sweep up the field. Team Sword gets a swap. They're successfully able to get a swap. Oh! Payzelmo tries to pop ult and gets shut down immediately. Shooked Artist soon to follow. Billy backpedaling desperately. All of the supports are down. Explosive Entanglement sitting at 90%. Explosive Entanglement, unless something happens, they're gonna take point 2. This is a neck and neck battle. This is now down to the wire. The last push of these two teams. Oh, big hit out of Shooked Artist early. Big hit out of Shooked Artist early. Using that team up to apply that bonus damage. Then Thane pops down the ult. Zealous able to grab a kill. Both Zealous and Borda popping down the ult of their own. Not quite getting anything, but that did require Mr. Trottle to severely undercommit his ultimate. Waff in the middle of nowhere where no one can really get advantage of it. However, a Gambit ult comes out at a really crucial time. More damage continues to come in. Gamer opening fire. Fear Magneto coming down and immediately kills Shooked Artist, but Billy is able to get in with the ult without hardly any contesting. Double popping coming out of Sword. Tased Elmo and Shooked Artist. Doesn't quite get anything here. Shooked Artist grabs up one. Rokar grabs up another kill. It's close. It's close. It's so close. Okay, it looks like Sword of Duality will be able to take this zone. There's no way that they hold here. Yep, there they go. Sword of Duality takes up the zone. Pops it out. Here we go. Able to grab a huge portion of kills. Oh my gosh. What an ult. 5% left. Unless something can touch the zone, it is over. 2. Okay, we have overtime. Trottle barely able to touch, but it might not matter. Can they get back in time? Can they get back in time? And that is it. GG. Fighting like their actual lives depend on it, Sword of Duality is out. While that was an incredibly close match, that wasn't even the most hype match of the tournament. I've saved that, like I said, for the end. Before we jump into the next match, please make sure that you're subscribed. A whole lot of you who watch our videos aren't, and it makes the channel struggle more than it needs to. I very much appreciate it, and thank you. Now that we have seen some of the newest team-ups, what about the oldest? The oldest surviving team-up in Planet Pals versus one of the newer ones, Stark Protocol. Team with the Jeff's gonna be able to get there a little bit quicker as they do have the speed boost. The airborne is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. They gotta get some damage on those airborne targets there. It's a lot of healing they're able to punch in, even more so. Team Planet Pals struggling to get their feet underneath them here. P-Labs already has an ult, throws it down right away. Planet Pals is getting their ass beat. Trusted Tables cleaning up the rest. They've got them stuck in spawn. Okay, okay. Interesting play here as he's able to get the kill. Trying to escort the team in, doesn't quite get anything with it. Cloud on position. Decides not to pop down the ult. Goes down. It is still a struggle as they're trying to put pressure on these zones. They're trying to get anything with these zones. And immediately, the Scroll Girl out of there. They got a touch. It's not looking good for Planet Pals. It's not looking good for Planet Pals. We have seen that Rocket's ult is the big game changer. When Rocket versus Ultron was the 6v6 fight, it was Rocket's ult that was the thing that switched it up. Ult comes down. Maximum Pulse comes down. It immediately fries the Cosmic Yard Amplifier as Stark Protocol just cleans up the rest. Opening fire. Ooh. Decent damage on the ult. Oh, decent damage on the ult. Sword's able to get something. Maximum Pulse comes down. Tries to get a gulp. Jeff immediately falls. Trying to see if they can maybe grab up high. Ends up grabbing up the Squirrel Girl. They did use their jump too. Oh, but it wasn't enough. They threw them way too high. Billy Boy absolutely selling. That's rough. This is Geoduck opening up. And that's it. Oh, still up, still up. P-Labs popping down the ults, picks up a couple. Ultron popping down the ults, trusted tables. Oh, just shooting Jeff's dead body. Disrespectful as hell, bro. That's just canonic freaking Ultron behavior right there. They fought well, but not only is Planet Pals arguably the weakest team up of the game, Groot and Rocket have a very hard time against flying targets, leaving poor Jeff to mostly fend for himself. The Tree Squad is out, and now we move on to round 4, Stars Aligned versus Rocket Network. And I know what you're thinking, but this wasn't nearly as one-sided as you might think it is. Team America versus, I don't even know what this other team would be considered. The mines go down immediately. Healing is set up. There's plenty of damage going around, but not enough for kills. Smart Winter Soldiers here are trying to heavy focus down the rockets, try to take out the supports. Fire Falcon actually gets one. No ults are up quite yet. Not quite yet. Continuing to take damage and go down here. Silva does have an ult. Gamer does have an ult. Hurricane has an ult, and so does Lone. More shots coming in. Using that to stay alive. Wind pops down the ult. Doesn't quite get anything with it. Oh, one goes down. Silva pops down the ult, trying to put the damage into the tanks. Rocket Network pops out the amplifier to shut it down. Gamer pops the ult. Existence pops the ult. Here comes the Captain America ult to stall it out. Can Zella stay alive during the duration? That's so many mines. They've got to do something about the mines. The ult has expired and the mines are still up. Roadcarp running in to try to keep the zone alive. Again, trying to focus down these mines that they are everywhere. Funny Bones also cycling the ults in. Are they able to keep each other's ults up? Bouncing them back and forth. Rocket's amplifier goes down. Holy cow, Stars Aligned is holding. They're holding. Not very well, but they are holding. Taking some damage. That healing is just so much. Oh, huge switch of momentum here, being subbed all the way into the back. Shoved all the way in the back and goes down. That was a crazy, crazy play. Heavy focus on damage. They do get the reset. They do get the reset. It looks like that's going to be it. The point slowly starts to roll back, but Existence is not letting it go. Dave is now on the point, popping down the ult. Wins, trying to get something to happen with the ult, but does not get the reset that he's looking for. Gamer pops down the ult, grabs up one with the Yard Amplifier. With the Yard Amplifier. And that is point 2, but a bit of a humbling. Okay, Funny Bones popping down the ult, trying to hold this zone out. Not a lot of people near him. Fire Falcon pops down the ult. Silva pops down the ult. They're so close to their spawn though, it might not matter here. It might not matter. Okay, they're yielding ground just a bit. Yielding ground just a bit. They're trying to stall this point for as long as they can. Their game is clearly just to stall the point. Not necessarily the team wipe, just make them bleed. Just make them bleed. Silva pops down the ult and gets a reset. Big hit. Oh! Can he get the cleanup? Oh, but Gamer comes in to try to back himself up and is able to clean out the Winter Soldier. Only able to grab one though. Only able to grab one. That guy who bet 20 points on Stars Aligned right now is really rubbing his hands together. There's a chance here. There's a chance here. Not a big one, but enough of an opening. Just enough of an opening. Legendary coming out from Existence. The point continues to march. Can they stop it? Can they stop it? Can they stall it? No. G's. The Bucky old PTSD taught me how to dodge that shit. Yeah. Fighting tooth and nail, the freedom fighters are eliminated. I love that even though we can kind of tell when one team is going to win, we can never be totally sure. Stars Aligned absolutely proved that. And that's even more true between Arcane Order and Ever Burning Bond. Here we go. Human Torch Cooking them right away, right out the spawn doors. And immediately Mr. Trottle jumps off the map. You know, I would too if I was a Spider-Man player. They're dropping like flies. Trying to open up fire here as another one bites the dust. Human Torch is really struggling here. Trying to use what range he can, but the enemy team has no trouble throwing it up at him to shut him down. Oh, Spider-Man ult. Shook Artist actually gets a kill. He actually gets a kill. Uranium potentially to an ult tier 2, same with Trottle. Also an ult position potentially. Oh, actually using the team up there. Trottle getting some damage. Not bad, not bad. Ult coming down from the Spider-Man. Only gets up to 1. Uranium's able to get back into safety. Trottle tries to pop down the ult and gets stunned. Trusted Table popping down his own ult here. Pure chaos coming out from somewhere, but it gets shut down immediately. Okay, look at this. Ever-burning Bond turning it around a little bit. Would look like a guaranteed loss. Moonlight coming from high. Doesn't quite get anything. Doesn't quite get anything and gets roasted in the process. They're pushing the zone really hard. It's close. P-Labs does have an ult potentially. The cart continues to move. Damage continues to come in as Ever-Burning Bond at the very last second. Oh! Just barely in time. Does he get any kills? Not quite. P-Labs pops down the ult. Oh, it's so close. 0.6 meters. Clawing it back. P-Labs ult coming in at an absolutely clutch time. Eye of Agamotto comes down from Billy Boy as a teleporter comes in. A portal comes in from Strange. They're brawling it out. They got them down to the 2-minute mark, and that is 0.2. Wow, dude. Why are these games so close? Team Burning Bond doesn't quite have ults. Uranium does have one. Grabs some damage, but not enough. Fizzy Geoduck running back does have an ult. Pops it out. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. Lots of damage on the zone, but it's not enough for a kill. Shook Artist pops down the ult and barely gets the kill on the Wanda. Popping hers. That Magic Chain doing some chip damage there. Good stuff. Mercy. Incoming portal does have an ult. Immediately gets the shield faced the right way. It's not looking good for Ever-Burning Bond. It's not looking good for Ever-Burning Bond. They got to keep pressure on this zone. Eye of Agamotto comes down. Doesn't hit anything, but doesn't matter. Eye of Agamotto comes down. Oh, he falls out. He falls into the pocket dimension. Oh, 1.5 meters. Spider-Man's still alive, still keeping the point up. Still keeping the point up, and that is it. What a brawl. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Arcane Order wins the match, eliminating Spider-Man and Human Torch's team up. So we all agree that Primal Flame with Phoenix, Wolverine, and Widow is strong, right? But is it strong enough to overcome a match where they were randomly assigned to fight one of their direct counters? It's the healing power of Primal Flame versus the sheer aggression of Gamma Charge. Fire begins to rain through the doorways as they are descended upon. Team Gamma Charge lighting them up. Big damage on both sides here. Oh, and it's a BP to get the first kill. Increased health, yes, but does not have healing. The staying power absolutely goes. Okay, all right. They're starting to push their way through, but slowly. Roguecarp laying down the law as best as he can. Oh, that bubble saving his ass. Holy cow, that bubble was huge. Funny Bones trying to do what he can here. Primal Flame does have control of point. Can they hold it for the next few pips? Hulk coming in to lay down the law, saying that he's not quite done with it yet. And Primal, just takes the zone. Gamma's giving them some resistance, but it's not nearly enough. Oh, the shield keeping him up. Ult coming down. He gets another hit using his passive for it, though. Absolutely cleans it up with a little issue. They are, again, being forced to just chew through the Hulk. Here comes his ult. Phoenix Flame comes down, vulnerable on top of it from the ult. Lighting them up. Letting everyone know that his hands are rated E for everyone. Plasma Charge is ready. Good hit on the Vuln. Is it enough? It does do a lot of damage. Bubble ready to go on ult. Trying to escape the clutches of the BP goes down. Yo, Gamma Charge holding this final corner. 3 minutes remain. Bubble still ready to go on ult. Silva now ready to go on ult. Pops down the ult and hits nothing. A wasted ult out of Silva. Oh, he grabs the health back just in time. Chipping in damage where they can. Both teams getting as much possible. Daze Elmo pops down the ult. Cleans out that Hulk with little issue. F5 getting a nice double on the Phoenix ult in the background as well. Shockingly close. Again, dude. Brocarp and Zealous Zen secure up a couple kills on Team Primal Flame. They might be able to hold this. Those Black Panthers might just be enough of a counter to the Widows and to the Phoenix. They're being forced to run it back. Being forced to run it back as Zealous Zen and Thane of Stuff gets even more kills. Even more kills. There's no way. Existence touched the point just in time, kicking them to overtime. Bass comes down. It's really not looking good for Primal Flame. It's really not looking good for Primal Flame. Silva uses his ult to jump onto the point. They've got to stay on the point now, though. They cannot let it go. They cannot let it go. Bass comes down again. Primal Flame is able to start putting pressure on the zone. They cannot leave the zone. They're slowly getting picked off. And that is it. I do not believe this. Gamma Charge takes the game on Team Primal Flame. It was crazy. At the first, they just kind of got just cleaned out, but something like awoke in the Black Panthers on second point. They started just absolutely clearing them out. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Do you guys see it? Uh-oh. We need to go through and review this game. It's possible we can excuse it. Lone's chilling on the point. Overtime's clicking down. Gamer. Does it matter? Does it matter? Oh, Gamer, totally. Gamer absolutely was trying to cheat. Now, the question is, did he get to? If Gamer was successful in trying to cheat, we have to discount it. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They still won anyway. Gamer didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. It's acceptable. I have never had to disqualify a team from a game because of cheating, and I'm glad I still don't have to today. It seemed like an honest mistake, but it absolutely could have been devastating for Team Gamma Charge. And again, I know it's crazy. That wasn't even the most contentious match of this tournament. Wait till the end, I promise. We have seen the new heroes have tended to be a bit stronger, so can Bestial Hunt with Daredevil and the Punisher take down the powerhouse of tanking Emma Frost and Psylocke in mental projection. Chokeslam into a kill as the Psys are just struggling to find their footing here. The Psylocks are having a really damn hard time getting anything in here right now. Chokeslam trying to come out and not quite getting it, and then just getting absolutely obliterated by 3 Daredevils. Does get one in the process, though. Oh, gets the choke, gets the... Oh, not quite for the slam. Fire Falcon ready to go on the ult. Sees him from below. Cleans one of the Psylocks out without issue. Mercy opening fire here as they're just waltzing this point forward. Psylocke tries to pop ult and goes down immediately. Geoduck is ready to go on his as well. September close. Busy Geoduck in position to potentially pop up an ult, looking to see what they can get. The team is extremely spread out though. Oh, Busy Geoduck grabs up 2. September, 2 HP remaining, goes down. Iron Champ also ready to go on an ult here, but is very damaged. Neither team does have any healing. Oh, not quite able to get to the health pack. That's so tragic. All right, Uranium pops out the ult, but gets cleaned out by September's ult. Fire Falcon is still holding on to his ult. Does not need it. Widow's Thighs popping out theirs. One of the Emmas try to pop theirs, but goes down immediately. Also getting shut down here. They're forcing him to slow down, but this has been extremely one-sided so far. And that's it. Bestial takes the game. Mental projection got obliterated by the crime-fighting duo. Now, the last time we did this, the fastball special got way further than anyone could have anticipated. This time around, however, the randomizer gave them a potential death sentence, putting them against Jeff Nato. Tiny Jeffs versus Tiny Canadians. Here we go. Open fire. Oh, almost grabs one of them out of the sky. Not quite. Struggling to get the hits on him. Trying to get him out of the sky. Now, here's something I will note. Wolverine is obviously very bad into Storm, but Hulk's best matchup is Jeff. Like, statistically speaking. So there's 2 potentially bad matchups. What a push. Wow, what a hit. Shook Artist grabs the Storm out the sky. Sharks with legs and a wind goddess versus a mad Canadian and Gamma Monster and a rock man. Yeah, true. Jeff getting sent to the back alley. Widow's Thighs taking some damage here. Gets scooped up by Shook Artist. Still living though, still living. Shook Artist gets sent to the Bruce mode. Billy trying to keep himself alive, goes down in the process here too. Trusted Table. The point, it is a brawl for this point. This lag, you get some lag. Oh, again getting scooped out of the sky by one of the Hulk's insane plays out of Shook Artist here. Grabs up the kill. Bubble comes down, Shook Artist ready to set up on the combo. The Jeff Nato is in position. The jaws of the sea. Not quite getting anything off of it. Grabs up a kill. 30 seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock. No heals is brutal, yeah. Widow's Thighs pops down the ult. Trying to force the final zone. Okay, grabs up the kills. There's still 1 left. 1 Silva left. It clicks down, and that is it. Not a surprising victory. Fastball special's not really that good. They fought well, but fastball is out. Still, they put up a very good fight for how limited to their hero diversity actually was. We have seen some old team-up struggle, but is that true of the largest and the second oldest team-up in the game? Can the Fantastic Four repel an assault from Arcane Order? Arcane Order waiting for the combat to come to them. Okay, kills are starting to transpire here. Arcane Order the first to lose a life here. Ooh, but not to be taken out anytime soon. Johnny is absolutely going to be an issue for this team. Maybe not. Thane of Stuff cleans him out without any trouble at all. That portal serving up to be a big help. Arcane Order's actual team up itself putting in some work against the Thing. Good stuff. Okay. Fantastic Four take the first zone. Little issues. The Mr. Fantastics are continuing to walk this point forward. Read any size you need, Richards. Taking no issues here. Oh, Gamer maybe biting off a little more than he could chew. Pop-Tart mode does not save him here. Incoming ult. How many does it get? It grabs 1. It grabs 1. Does he use it? Oh, Thane popping out the ult. Pungent Rhyme trying to get the cleanup as well. Oh! Grabs a meaty 4-piece. Darkchild coming in, trying to clean up the back line. Having a bit of a hard time with it, but does end up securing the kill. Eye of Agamotto comes down, get a decent hit. The shield comes down, but is it enough? Is it enough? Thing pops down the ult. Punch It Rhyme coming in to pop down the ult. Oh, the boot back. The boot back. Mercy ready to go on the ult. Sends it. Doesn't quite get what he's looking for. Arcane Order fighting tooth and nail to make sure Fantastic Four doesn't walk away with this. They're gonna make him work for it. Thane coming back. Can he reach it in time? No. Arcane Order fought well, but the balance of tanks, DPSs, and supports from the Fantastic Four's team was just too much for them to handle. But now, as I have promised, I have saved the best for last. The most hype game of Marvel Rivals I have ever been fortunate enough to witness. Our final match is Vibrant Vitality, the previous champion, versus Chilling Assault. And while this match, as you're going to see, is close, it's what happened outside of the game that made it insane. Okay. A lot more healing on Team Vibrant Vitality. A lot more healing. Will it be enough though? Rokarp and Fire Falcon, both experienced fisters. Get some good shots in existence. Actually grabbing some good hits here. Uranium Champ found in the back alley, dead, beaten to a bloody pulp. Trusted Table starts to go in to establish the zone. Grabs up Widow Thighs. One of the supports going down early is pretty huge. Rokarp and Iron Fist, or Fire Falcon, finds existence in the back lobby. Grabs up the kill. Now they're going down to punch some wood. Minecraft accomplished. September switching over to DPS mode, putting some damage on G-Man. And Chilling Assault is the first to get control of the zone. Ooh, Fire Falcon kind of damaged here. Getting some heals off. Trying to jump back in. Full health, ends up unleashing and grabbing a kill. More Minecraft is happening as he's punching wood yet again. He gets the kill. Putting more pressure in. More pressure, and he's taking damage, and he goes down. Fire Falcon does have an ult ready to go, but the Chilling Assault team has no trouble holding the zone right now. Professor has their ult ready to go. Coming out with the ult, grabs up a kill. Grabs up yet another kill. The Iron Fist are running the board right now. D-Man ready to go on ult. Pops it down. Puts out the ult, trying to stall at the point for as long as they can. As long as they can, they are trying to hold out this zone. Will it be enough is the question. Barely able to live. G-Man is still in their runes. Ult's coming out left and right. Existence pops out the ult. Lone also with the ult here. Widow's Thighs also an ult ready to go. September also popping out an ult. Rokarp, it's a full ult send here as the whole team is unloading absolutely everything they got to brawl it out in this last zone. Chilling Assault continues to clean up one after the other as Vibrant Vitality falls and they take the first zone. Professor getting his ass beat. Iron pops down the ult. Oh, but goes down. Fire Falcon opening up with the ult. There's brute walls everywhere. And he goes down. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Vibrant Vitality is back in the game. As the Groots are building a small fortress around the point. G-Man pops down the ult. Keeping the team alive. Keeping the team alive. Existence potentially ready to go on the follow-up here too. Uh-oh, Fizzy Geoduck DC'd. Vibrant Vitality fighting for all that they've got in this last zone. Fighting for everything that they've got in this last zone. And they take it. Fire Falcon pops the ult. Groot ult maybe gonna be a bit of a problem though, as those Loki fields are keeping their team up. Rokarp also popping down the ult. Not quite getting the kills that he's looking for. Not quite getting the kill. Fire Falcon also in a bad position here. Those Loki runes are causing big trouble to him. All right, here they come. Luna popping the ult, diving into the center. Loki copying the Luna on the switch. Keeping the zone alive for Team Vibrant Vitality. Fire Falcon back into the center of the zone. He does have an ult potentially ready to go. Grabbed up by the Groot ult. This might be it. This might be it for Chilling Assault. This might be it. Fire Falcon grabs the ult, tries to run it back to the zone. Rokarp doing the same. They're unleashing whatever hell they can as Widow Thighs comes in to try to clean it up with it. Rokarp and Fire Falcon both grab kills. Lone continuing to keep the point up by copying the Luna ult. However, most of Vibrant Vitality is dead. Most of the team is dead. Okay, all right, it's not over yet. Chilling Assault. Close game. It's still a close game despite the 5v6. Despite the 5v6, it's still a close game. Fizzy Geoduck has finally reloaded back into the match. This might be the saving grace that they need. It's gonna be down to the wire. Can they get back in time? Can they load back in time for it to matter? Iron Chap has an ult. He's gotta get to the point in time. He's gonna try to stall it out as long as he can. Tries to pop the ult, doesn't get anything. Fire Falcon going to the zone. Fizzy's actually able to get to the zone, no way! Fire Falcon opening up. Oh my gosh, it's so close! Oh my gosh, it's so close! I can't believe this, dude! I can't believe this, it's so close! There's no way! Rokarp opening up with an ult. Oh my gosh, Chilling Assault's gonna push it to overtime. Chilling Assault pops down the ult, Luna Snow, to keep the team alive. There's no way, dude! A double ult. Oh! T-Man grabs a Groot ult. Smart. Both of them grab up Groot ults. Big brain plays out of the Lokis. Big brain plays out of the Lokis. Oh, but they're going down! There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Chilling Assault is moments away from taking this game. Moments away from taking this game! And that is it. I cannot believe this. So there you have it. Part 1 of this 2-part series concluded with Deep Wrath, Planet Pal, Stars Aligned, Ever-Burning Bond, Primal Flame, Mental Projection, Sword of Duality, Vibrant Vitality, Fastball, and Arcane Order all being eliminated. Be sure to subscribe to catch next week's epic conclusion. Bless your faces and deuces.